Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Patrick. Thanks for joining me for Season 1, Episode 3 of Patrick's Poor Man's Guide. This podcast is for people who want to understand local government better. It's not just for Democrats or Republicans, it's for everyone. Because responsible government starts with informed people like you. Today we're talking about what authority commissions actually have and don't, and why it matters more than most people realize. Before we get started, if you find this podcast useful, you can support our work by subscribing wherever you're listening and by sharing it with someone who's involved in their community or thinking about getting involved. You can also find extended episodes and practical resources on my Substack at Poor Man's Publishing Co. and at poormanspublishing.com. If you'd like to support this work, subscriptions start at just a few dollars a month and they help keep these conversations going. Thanks for listening, and here's why it matters. In the last episode, we talked about ordinances and resolutions, and what they are, and why confusing them creates unrealistic expectations. Today, we're building on that foundation, because once people understand the rules, the next question is almost always this: what authority does a commission actually have? This is one of the most misunderstood parts of local government. Most commissions don't fail because people don't care. They fail because people misunderstand power. Here's the basic framework. Most commissions are advisory. That means they study issues, they discuss options, and they make recommendations. They don't make final decisions, they don't set policy, and they don't direct staff. This can feel surprising or even disappointing, especially if you're deeply invested in an issue. But advisory doesn't mean meaningless. Good recommendations shape decisions long before a vote ever happens. Where confusion starts is when people assume authority that doesn't exist. When that happens, expectations rise, frustration follows, and trust can erode. Understanding what a commission can do and what it cannot do, it's not about limiting participation, it's about clarity. In the extended episode, we'll talk about how commission authority works in real life, where people get frustrated, why good ideas sometimes stall, and what actually gives a commission influence over time. This is Patrick's Poor Man's Guide, a podcast for people who want to understand local government better, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as informed residents, because responsible government isn't partisan, it's necessary. Tune in next week as we talk about working with staff without crossing the line. Thanks for listening.